A CBS News investigation is shedding new light on one of the biggest foreign policy challenges facing the Trump administration.
Chinese intelligence agents using new tactics to gain access to U.S. military secrets.
China is waging an increasingly aggressive espionage campaign, targeting U.S. service members on social media in order to steal military secrets. As our Jim Axelrod uncovered, it can unfold over years and affect just about anyone in a uniform.
It was here on this sprawling seaside Navy base in Southern California where Thomas Zhao, then a 26-year-old naval electrician, admitted to passing sensitive documents to an undercover Chinese intelligence officer. We obtained this recording of his confession.
So then why were you taking money from him?
Free money. He's taking a couple pictures.
He absolutely betrayed his country.
Sitting across from Zhao on that day in August 2023, NCIS Special Agent Ryan Norris.
I think he, over the past 2 years, had a relationship that he knew was nefarious, and I think he was realizing he was finally caught.
The gig was up.
Exactly.
That nefarious relationship began in a networking group on the Chinese-owned social media app WeChat. The Chinese intelligence officer posed as an investor.
The intelligence officer presented himself as a researcher that was looking at the global markets.
By then, Norris told us, COVID had made it more difficult for spies to travel abroad. So
G-Buser, got the socialist Miss PC. Thank you so much, bro. You got it, king. Hope you use it for socialist stuff. Did you cover the mass protests going on in Europe? I have not covered the mass protests going on here. Are you talking about the ones in Germany? The anti-fascist protests in Germany? Yeah, he's going to mine crypto with it, but in a socialist way.
So China's intelligence officers started leaning on virtual espionage, gleaning military secrets through online contacts. In the last 2 years, federal law enforcement agents have told us they've identified about a dozen such cases.
You can't even take photos and send them to your boys, in parentheses, CCP anymore? I know. The American government doesn't want you to prosper. The American government doesn't want you to be homies. I'm telling you right now, they're just... They don't want any sort of shared experiences. They hate that. Contributing to the American government is contributing to the male loneliness epidemic by not allowing me to talk to my CCP handler.
They've secured convictions against 3.
The Chinese have come up with an innovative new method to get government secrets, registering on War Thunder forums and asking people outright. One of the insidious methods that they are applying is simply stating known falsehoods, egging on those who want to defend the superiority of American air technology into leaking documentation that is otherwise classified. This is literally a thing that has happened, for those of you who don't know. Also, I do find it really funny where it's like Chinese intelligence agents using new tactics to gain access to U.S. military secrets, and that's just, the new tactic is just asking them outright. I don't understand what's so new about this process. Like, it just seems like they're asking.
Service members recruited by suspected undercover agents of China.
They will turn over every stone to try and collect what they can.
Kevin Vorndran heads the FBI's counterintelligence division. U.S. officials told us China is trolling professional networking sites, including LinkedIn, to find American service members and others who hold U.S. government security clearances.
Members of the military, former members of the military, list their resumes. It exposes their expertise. And through that, it makes targeting by an intelligence service, and a sophisticated intelligence service, simple to accomplish.
How many other Thomas Zhaos are out there?
I'm very concerned about that. They are certainly endeavoring to target as many people as they can.
In Zhao's case, what started as chats about stock trades began to veer into sensitive areas. Questions about naval exercises in the Pacific, where China seeks to challenge U.S. military strength.
In the end, he received approximately $15,000.
Court records revealed the agent asked Zhao to take photographs and videos of restricted areas and told him to destroy evidence of their communications. How does that not raise every red flag available to Thomas Zhao?
It should have. And Zhao stated that he questioned the intelligence officer occasionally.
When I tried to cut the relationship with them, it's like, it's already like kind of late.
You feel like you were trapped?
Yeah.
Zhao, a U.S. citizen since he was 12, was arrested and is currently serving more than 2 years for bribery and conspiracy. But his actions did not rise to the level of espionage.
Wait, that's crazy. Okay, I'm not saying that it's warranted to serve a longer prison sentence, but I did not realize that you can just like give classified information to the Chinese government and only get hit with 2 years. That's like wild. That's okay. Hold on. Oh, we're setting up Tangaland right now.
You know what he was doing was wrong?
At some point, yes.
Attorney Tarek Shawky secured a plea deal for Thomas Zhao, but says his client...
This guy's the Jayoma of espionage, dude. That's crazy.
...to some degree, was scammed by the Chinese intelligence officer.
This agent built up a level of trust over a period of time such that at a certain point, I think the human condition is that you want to suspend a little bit of your better judgment because of that human connection, and that's what makes it so dangerous.
To be honest, I learned a lot about the way our military works by hooking up with a guy regularly for the past couple of years. I mean, China has done that as well. I mean, honeypotting is the oldest trick in the espionage book, to be fair. Like, that they did it to Eric Swalwell, chat.
For China's U.S. Embassy denied knowledge of the Zhao case, telling CBS News in a statement it, quote, hopes the United States will stop hyping up the so-called Chinese espionage risk, end quote. Ryan Norris, the NCIS agent we spoke with, told us the Chinese are paying close attention, and he suspects they're going to be watching this story to see if they can learn anything about what led investigators to Thomas Zhao.
The idea that it's being hyped up, the Chinese espionage, I mean, the level of reporting and the scale of this thing is crazy. And sort of the way this officer, this military member was approached reminds me of the romance scams that you've covered.
You know, we were thinking a lot about that during the reporting. I mean, in the romance scam, right, the scammer didn't ask the victim for their life savings right off the bat. Right. They were like, what TV shows do you watch? How do you take your coffee? It's a long con. And it's the whole goal is to build and establish trust. Same thing.
But it's like what the lawyer said. You suspend your human judgment because of the connection that you have. Your better judgment.
That's right. Go in through the heart, the head will follow.
Because of the connection.
You pull at the heartstrings and then you use those strings to work the puppet.
Absolutely.
Jim Axelrod, thank you so much.
It seems to be really effective, Nate.
Yeah, no doubt.
On many levels.
All right.